Hi, this is KYG at the service. Today I want to share with you my teaching experience. We were waiting for our results in the 60s, so we became teachers in this temporary teachers in the Methodist afternoon school. You know what that meant? Methodist afternoon school was meant catered to students who were overage, and most of them Chinese were from these neighboring villages. All right. So the ages were from 12 to 15. All right. My age was about 18 plus, so the age gap was not very far away. I was teaching standard 5 and Form 3 art. Okay. You remember the story, the movie show To Serve With Love, and how, Sidney Poitier found himself, Yeah, same situation. I found myself in the midst, of this. They were not disobedient, but you can just imagine what kind of students I was dealing with. And because of that's why I'm telling you a story of how this particular incident, a traumatizing experience, turned me against being a teacher. Actually, in this thing, I wanted to be a teacher as well as an artist. It had not my dream, but it has, the kind of thing, because at that time, teaching profession was the in thing. There were so many training centers. DTC, TQC, teachers training, and it was not that difficult to get in, right? Okay, so long you have your SC. So I was gearing up, after this I would, go to college, the teachers training college with my friends. So anyway, coming back to this, teaching. It was this incident that really, set me thinking, set me against being a teacher. I was dealing with students, okay, with these two students, and as usual, normally you have students who are naughty, but this particular case, they are not just naughty, they are about my age, 15, 16. So at any time, there would be, we would clash with them, They might even, if things are not good, we may, we could escalate into a brawl or free for all. You never know, because we were young, they were young, so hot-blooded, short-tempered, that kind of thing. But I was not short-tempered, because I was advised by teachers that in handling this kind of thing, you're a teacher, you should exercise patience, okay, and that kind of thing. All right. So anyway, in my class, about 40 pupils. There was a group of naughty boys was always out to make trouble. When we write on the board, they would whistle. Like they would be disturbing the girls in front. So I would be writing on the board. I would know that something was going on. You whistle and throw and bang the tables, and when I turn around, silence. That kind of thing it really got on my nerve. One day, there was one particular guy that I singled out was a troublemaker, right? Not a gangster, but just naughty boy that sounds about 15 years old. I have singled him out. I know he was the troublemaker. So one day, as I was writing on the board, he whistled, but I know it came from his side. It could have been, must be him. So 2 or 3 times. So then he whistled again. I turned around and I thought I want them not to do it again, because I was getting angry. So when I turned my back and started to write on the board, the whistle came. So what I did was I just turned around and let go of my chalk. The chalk missed, but missed. I don't know, it hit somebody in front. It It didn't hit the target, but it slipped and hit somebody again. A girl, you know, was hit, but not in the face, just on the shirt, on the shoulder. And then she winced, of course, with pain. So I said sorry, and I turned around and walked towards the group. And he was glaring at me, raring to fight, you know, as though he knew we were staring daggers at each other, you know. And so immediately I knew it was him. The rest were just smiling. So I just grabbed him. He stood up. He wanted to fight, you know. So I grabbed him by the collar, by his collar, and we struggled. Immediately, you know, I was fired up, you know. We struggled and we fell to the ground. I got up quickly, you know, tried to compose myself because of the teacher. But this guy was on the ground. He was already wriggling, you know. So I was wondering what's happening. Why isn't he get up, you know? So when I looked closely, he was already wriggling and foaming in the mouth. Oh my goodness, what is happening? So, and then I heard a sound, you know, a voice from one of the boys said, he's having his seizure, in Mandarin, in Chinese, seizure. Then it dawned on me, it is some kind of a fit. So the commotion, you know, then other teachers, you know, running into the classroom. They said, what happened? And then look at me and say, Kong-Yun, he's having an epileptic fit. Alright? You call for an ambulance. Immediately he was foaming at mouth. So I was shocked, I was stunned. I didn't know what to say. So alright. So we had to calm him down. I didn't know what to do. The ladies came in and they just squat down beside him and tried to calm him. They put their hands, you know, on his shoulder, but he was shivering. You know, the Chinese call it, the Malay call it gila babi, right? That kind of thing. So the moments tick away and the ambulance came. Yeah, it was very fast because the answer is very near. So somebody phoned, went to the phone booth, and then the ambulance came and they took him to the hospital. Right? So class was dismissed that day, you know. So I went home, panicking, you know. This thing was in my mind. So I couldn't sleep. I didn't tell anybody. My parents didn't know. So before that, another fellow teacher said, don't worry, he'll be okay, he'll be alright. So anyway, tried to console me. I couldn't sleep that night. So I thought this guy, so I didn't know epileptic fit or seizure was something new, you know, we never know. He was having you know, he might die that night, you know, so sleep didn't come. Well, anyway, it was the longest night. So the next day, everything was quiet. I came back to school, and then when the bell rang, I went to the classroom. I scanned the place where he sat. There, I saw him sitting quietly. You know, he was staring down, not looking at me. So calmly, so slowly, I walked to him and looked at him, and he looked at me. I put my hands on his shoulder. He did not smile, he just nodded. That is all. There was no exchange of words, no nothing, just a nod here and there to say that, you know, we both were sorry for what happened. So we didn't say a word. We didn't say a word. I think probably he realized, his mistake, and I too. So I just pat him on the back and continued with my teaching. That was a very trauma. Oh, that's that. You know, there was no hatred. We became. Yeah, we had a good relationship with our teacher and student. All right, continue our teaching. But from that day onwards, it really got me traumatized as a teacher. So I was thinking maybe this is not for me. All right. it really turned me against the teaching profession, you know. No, turned me against being a teacher, something that I have liked, I would have wanted, you know, to be. I don't know whether you have had any of this experience. There was one experience, yeah, that I'll never forget. Okay, thank you for watching. All right, have a nice day. Bye bye.